Have you felt really high or very extreme stress this year? Well, you are not alone. Overwhelm is very real, with 1 in 3 of us reporting experiencing that in a recent YouGov report. Being busy has become something of a badge of honor, but we're not human doings, we're human beings. We need to be able to rest, to reset, and we've forgotten how. So today, let's tame that overwhelm and give you a really simple, really powerful plan to move forwards. Welcome to Night School. Ready to level up your inner force? Class is in session. Hi, I'm Kate. I'm a happiness facilitator, I'm a life coach, a wellbeing practitioner, and the founder of Brighter Club. Haven't always been there. I spent 20 plus years making money for other people, running big sales teams as a commercial director, and burning out in the process. I got myself into a hole. That moment led me to this path, which I'm forever grateful for, but boy, at the time, was it hard. And now I help people, because of those experiences, to not just survive, but thrive with happiness and purpose and passion. But the reality is that overwhelm is going to come for us all. So what if, when it does, we had a toolkit to manage those moments? I often think that adulting is like a white knuckle ride where we're kind of being flung from one experience to the next. So it's a mad one at that. Mostly we're just kind of hanging on. So recognize the amazing job that you're doing is strapping in and keeping going. So first, show yourself some compassion. Take a moment, close your eyes, and pause to take a deep breath. Relax the shoulders. Relax the tongue in the mouth, your cheeks, your eyes in their sockets, that space between the brows. You are here. You are safe. You are amazing. You will move through this. Let's inhale. Exhale. And now we'll get on to the practical stuff. Here is my 3-step strategy for getting unstuck and back in control. So you're going to need that worksheet that you have, some paper and a pen. And if you're ready, let's go. Step 1, exercise. First, slow down. Stop multitasking, it just doesn't work. Our simple minds can't handle it. So instead, it's time to pause and we're going to make some space. So let's look at all the stuff that demand our time, our energy, and our joy. We're going to exercise all of that chaos by getting it down on paper. That's the responsibilities, your work stuff, your family stuff, your finances, any tasks, admin, distractions, events, obligations, the lot. Be really specific. It could be big stuff, small stuff, silly stuff, all the lists, gather them all in one place. And think of it as like a spring clean for the mind. Get it out of the physical body. And step 2 is to chunk it out. Now we're going to start to get organized. So have a look at everything that you have and start to group similar items into categories. Like it could be marketing for your business, or it could be financial reorganization. It could be all the life admin that you have, or even well-being, your own well-being. Organize it so you can see what you're working with. This is like Marie Kondo for the mind. I love this step. Step 3 is to prioritize. So this is where we're going to use the matrix that you have to work out where to focus and create a plan. So we're going to take one category that's causing you the most stress and we'll run that through today. So you can see there's 4 quadrants. We'll start with the major projects. So the major projects is like the high effort, the high impact stuff. These are our North Stars that really make up our life's vision, where we should spend most of our time. What you can do here is to break those things down into bite-sized chunks and start to ask yourself, what is one small step that I could take today? So for example, that could be something like building a regular, reliable income that helps to create financial freedom for you. Then we've got your quick wins. These are the things that are low effort and high impact. And you can use these to build momentum. They're really little effort, but they deliver big rewards. So that could be things like simplifying your workload by streamlining your project management process. Then you've got your fill-ins. This is the low effort, low impact. And because they're easy and necessary, many of us find ourselves gravitating towards them, particularly if we're procrastinating over our kind of big stuff, our big life projects. So they're good for the in-between moments. This is admin, emails, stuff to automate, or ideally things that you could delegate to somebody else. And then we got the thankless tasks. This is the stuff which is very high effort, but very low impact. And it's time to let these go. You can chuck them in the bin, redesign them or minimize them as much as possible so you can prioritize the big vision stuff, the major project stuff, or even use that time that you create to take care of yourself. So this is like, we've all got them, the kind of pointless meetings that we have every week that drain our time and energy, but literally lead us nowhere. So you're going to work through each category like this. So you're starting to move from overwhelm to clarity and have like a clear plan to move forwards. And instead of being pulled under, you start to feel that you're now surfing the waves again. And finally, promise me this: building breaks, walk, breathe, dance, whatever makes you feel good. Plan the bucket list thing. It's not that you've earned it, it's that you need it to keep growing and to keep going and to keep building. You deserve to feel good whilst you're doing your amazing work. I love new friends, so come and say hi at brighterclub.com or at brighterclub over on Instagram. And thank you for being here today with me. You've absolutely got this. I am sending you big love. That is today's dose of magic. Put it to use and make it yours. We're cheering for you.